again, man. It's another week, another dollar, another day, another dollar, another week, another opportunity, another situation where we got to keep getting better. I mean, it's that simple. It's that simple. Um, if you're waking up, that's crazy. I'm giving it 33. That's crazy. You waking up and you're feeling stuck, or you feeling like you're in a position where you wish you could easily get out of, right? I want you to remember that it's not that easy, right? Like if it was that easy, everybody would do it. But everybody that is starting their week off may be frustrated or feeling like they are in a revolving cycle. I want you to know today is the day to break out of that. We got to break out of that today. Um, it's simple though. It's very, very, very simple, right? You have an option. eBay strategy guide. Okay, you have an option, and the option, being quite frank, is get off your ass and start doing something, or settle for anything. You feel me? And I don't think we're gonna settle for anything this week. We're gonna try to keep it pushing. And if I'm talking slow, it's because I'm working too. You gotta have a keep moving forward mentality. A lot of bad things happen to everybody out there, especially throughout the weeks that we pursue and have our positive mindsets. Sporadic things can occur. I think one of the biggest things I've started to realize, as somebody having to solely rely on my own income, and what I mean by own income, let me break this down, right? Because I think a lot of people don't realize how scary it is to be an entrepreneur. Um, Being an entrepreneur, yes, you make money, you get to keep your bread, you pay your taxes at the end of the year, unless you are 1099 yourself, which would be dumb tax wise. But unless you are working for your company, but that's a whole nother thing. Regardless, every day you got to wake up and you got to make sure that you have a way to make money, or you got to make sure that you are putting food on the table, right? Nobody's going to do it for you. And I think when it comes to us all growing in this space and trying to reach this thing everybody wants, it could become very stressful. And then when you get there, it adds on to it because you don't even know what to expect, right? So when I first started making money on my own, I had somebody to rely on, right? Like I had a partner. And I didn't realize this, but the reason I had that partner was because I was scared out of my damn mind. I didn't want to go into something and I didn't want to fail by myself, right? I wanted to fail with somebody else. And when you grow up with somebody and you're building and you're trying to, let's say, reach some type of level, and you get to that level, you look around and it's like no time to really celebrate. Like when you get that new car, let's say you want a new Tesla or you want a Cybertruck, right? When you get that Cybertruck, you're going to sit in that Cybertruck and you're going to have to work your ass off to keep it. And I think that's what I did not realize when I was an entrepreneur. I didn't realize that it never stops. Like it just never stops, right? Like we feel like we want to be X, and then when we get to X, we got to move to Y. That's how it always happens. And it can become overwhelming and very, very stressful for somebody that is trying to ignore the fact that you got to work your ass off 24/7. Um, and I know it looks sexy out there, right? Like I see a lot of people out here, they're saying, yeah, I do this and I do that and I make this amount of money. It's so stressful to make money because the more money you make, the more you got to spend, the more people you have to take care of because of your ego, or maybe because you're just the person that is the breadwinner, right? But it's very, very frustrating because you just never get a chance to relax. Like I don't ever get a chance to mentally relax because I always, in my mind, have to be better. And I think that that's good and negative, right? But that's the reason why I labeled this to keep moving forward mindset, because I'm having a horrible month. a horrible month just to my expectations. And what can happen is I can panic, right? I can panic and I can say, yo, I need to quit, or maybe not that extreme, but I need to stop doing X and start doing something else. And I see a lot of people, including you guys watching right now, when y'all see shit get hard, and it might not be when it get hard surface level. I'm talking about when it get hard to the point to where it's like, yo, like I don't have no way or I don't see any way out. We all quit, right? And I think that's where you have successful people and people that always wish they were successful. Like you always gonna have two. You go. Everybody thinks that they're, what's up? What's up? I see you. What's up? Everybody thinks that they are meant and destined for greatness. Everybody thinks they're going to be great. They're going to make money. They're going to be a millionaire. Everybody. But the true reality of it is that most people won't, because most people don't have what it takes to look in the mirror and say, I suck at this. I failed. I'm not good. This is not in my lane. I'm bad at this. What's up, man? Great. Welcome from India. I'm bad at this. Um, a lot of people do. Like me, I wanted to have a modeling agency. Like that was one of my biggest things that I wanted to do when I first started business. Is I wanted to have this modeling agency, and I didn't know shit about modeling. Right? I just wanted to be around beautiful girls. I wanted to be around rappers, and I wanted to make everybody. I had a vision. Right? I wanted to be the P. Well, that's a bad example now. I wanted to be like, one of those people in the background, not like P Diddy, because I don't want to even. You feel me? Like we ain't even fit to say that. Shout out to everybody on TikTok. Hello, guys. Hello. But I wanted to be like that, right? And I was horrible at it. I had no anything. Like I had a guy that I partnered with that said he was a model and he was an actor and he was supposed to be helping me, but I relied on him, and yeah, it didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. I'm not replying to you anymore, buddy. You talking too crazy. I don't even play like that. I don't play like that. Things get real over here. Um, but yeah, so it's like I'm not I'm not informative of this situation or this business, but I'm trying to attack it. I put a lot of money into it. I got this studio. I hired this photographer, that photographer, paid this model, but I don't know what to do with it, right? Like I have a vision, but long story short, I had to realize with myself that I failed. It ain't my thing. I'm not good at it. And that's the hardest thing as somebody trying to be an entrepreneur, is having an idea, knowing that you really, really are passionate about it and you really care about it, but it might not be for you. You feel me? Like that might not be in your lane. And a lot of us, we try to make things fit into, you try to make the square peg fit into the round hole. And when it fails, you like, man, I'm going back to my 9 to 5, or you know what, I'm just gonna focus on work and get my retirement, which that's an option, right? Like that's an option for everybody. But I will tell you this: if you're not working on your own thing, if you're just somebody working on just somebody else's shit, you're a prime example of why people don't have generational wealth in their family, because you at least need to be doing something, like acquire a property, like try to start something. Even if you fail, try, and then when you fail again, try again. When you fail again, try again. Try. And that's my message for this morning, is this first day. Try. Like, and when people think try has an expiration date. Trying does never have an expiration date unless you allow it to. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, last week brought this fake phone. I didn't buy it. Somebody tried to get me with this fake phone. The point of the matter, the reason why I'm saying this is because the person that got this fake phone, let's hypothetically say they brought this phone from somebody thinking it was real, right? So they spent $980 on this phone thinking it was real. Okay. Now that they spent all that bread and it's fake, you would think they would quit. And see, that's why people fail. Because when I had my first store, I remember I paid $3,000 to get the store. It was first last. And Then I had to pay for the furniture. I had partners, but they weren't financial partners. They were just like, I'll work for free and be a partner, right? So, boom, had these people, and long story short, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to price products. And I lied to you, I'm not. I brought all these products, hoverboards. This is when like hoverboards had just came out and all of that. So I'm good. But mentally, like money wise, I'm good. I had 30K. I put, I think, 5K into that store, and then like maybe 2,000 into products. And every product that sold, I had money at that point. So I was just like, you know what I mean? Like, all right, cool. Like, thank you for buying this product. I'm about to go spend it. And I would just go spend the money. Long story short, I started to realize that, and I didn't even have an accountant at that time, which is ignorant of me. But long story short, I lost the store. You would think after I lose that store and put that much money into it, because in totality, I probably put like 6 grand in there into that store. I lost the furniture because the landlord, he tried to partner with me and he was upset that I wouldn't partner, and he locked me out. He took all of the furniture. Furniture for stores isn't cheap. Like slate wall, grid wall, and all of the little displays, they're not cheap. They're really expensive, honestly. So he took that, and you would think I would quit, like, or you think I'd crash out, because I could have just pulled up to the spot and, you know what I mean, did something to get my stuff back, but I didn't, right? I took that loss. Second location, right? I had a second location, and my second location, it was pretty good. I learned my lesson. I started repairing phones, but then I had employees stealing from me. Um, Thought I would leave, I would quit then, right? Like when you have phones and everything around people, and then they just take the phones out. Like I feel bad. Well, I don't, because they have insurance. I didn't have insurance at that time, but I feel bad for companies that have all of these expensive things, and then people could just walk out. Think about it. Your job right now. If you work in a phone store, you can walk out with the phones, and they really can't do nothing. They can't. They can try to sue you, but they have to have the evidence. And let's say you stole really good, right? All right, bet. Now, as a small business owner, I'm at a loss. You would have thought I would have quit. No. So it's like, fast forward, I'm still thriving, still failing, and continuing to grow. Right? Now, how can you fail and continue to grow? It's because you start to see the silver lining in every failure. And this week, I'm telling you right now, it's going to be things where, or situations to where you feel as if you're failing. Whether it's with work, you're trying to get that promotion, whether it's you trying to start some type of extra income stream, whatever it is, I'm telling you, you're going to feel like you're failing. I'm thinking, because I'm about to get another car in a few weeks in December, right? So I'm thinking this other car, I'm finna tour. I'm about to put it on Toro. That car gets towed, and for no reason. Like, I don't even know if it's legal at this point, right? But the fact that it got taken, you would have thought, all right, now I ain't even finna mess with Toro. Like, that's a sign that I just need to do my big one and just not even go into the car industry, right? But no, I'm gonna still try. I'm gonna still do what I have to do. I'm gonna still bust my ass to make sure that I can take every single opportunity possible to grow, no matter if I fail or succeed. If I succeed, because let's talk about success. When I was 19 years old, I had $50,000 coming out of high school. Like, what high school person has $50,000 to play with coming out, right? And I didn't come from a family with money. My mom, she worked for the government. She wanted me to work in a cubicle for life, for life. She wanted me to go to college. I didn't want to go to college because I felt like college was a waste of time. All I was going to do is sleep with girls and play basketball and go to parties. I don't drink, I don't smoke, so that really wouldn't have fit me. Or probably would have started doing those things. Probably would have ended up in a dark place. So I was like, no, I don't want to go to college, right? Because I know my distractions. I know, I just know, right? It would just be out of pocket like a pistol in a robbery, right? So what I did was I said, no, I'm gonna just start my own business. My mom kicked me out. I left, went to Philly. I was born in Philly, went to school in Jersey. I came back to Philly after high school. Cool. Now, having $50,000, I knew for a fact that, no, let me explain how I got the 50,000. It wasn't selling drugs. It wasn't none of that. In school, I was horrible. I was a C, a D, and sometimes a F student, right? Like I was bad at school, not because I was stupid, dumb, um, or because I didn't know anything. It was because I didn't care. Like, I really didn't care. I wasn't a bad kid. I didn't get into fights really. I played basketball. I was on a basketball team. They let me slide because I was good at basketball. So like, that's really, like, I would get good grades because I was good. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate you. I got good grades because I was good at basketball, right? Now, boom, fast forward in high school, me and my friend, my best friend at the time, we trying to make bread. Why are we trying to make money? Because we trying to impress the girls. We taught my mom used to send me to school in Foreman Mills jackets and Burlington Coat Factory big ass jackets. Like, I would look like I was in a rap video with all the saggy ass clothes, and I was just like a nut, right? So what I started to realize was I need bread, right? I can't depend on my mom. My mom just finna give me anything. She would get me the shoes from Odell's. I'm like, yo, mom, I just want to go to Foot Locker. She like, no. So I wanted bread. So what I did was I first started to do Motor Club of America, which was like a MLM, a multi-level marketing thing where you sign up people and then they sign up people and then you make money, da da da. That shit was bad for me. That wasn't it, right? I failed, but I didn't give up. I didn't say, you know what? I'm gonna keep wearing this bum ass, saggy ass graphic design shit where people laughing at me in school. I wasn't poor. My mom had bread. She just didn't want to spend it on me. You feel me? So I said, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to find another one, but it's gonna another MLM, but it's gonna have to be something that I like. So I did Wake Up Now. And Wake Up Now is a multi-level marketing company where they were selling energy drinks. It was a good wave. Like, it was cool. Like, you would find people recording videos in Miami on jet skis with girls on the back. Like, it was cool. Like, it was more my thing, right? So I did Wake Up Now, where I signed my whole school up mostly. And I got suspended and almost expelled because parents were calling the school saying that it was a kid signing their child up for something. It was like they used some crazy ass terminology, but basically they were like, my kid didn't go to school to become a part of a multi-level marketing company, right? They didn't go to school to start selling energy drinks. Like, why are we getting energy drinks? So I almost got expelled. But fast forward, right? I appreciate all the hearts. I really do. Fast forward, I ended up building my bread up. I did not make 50K from I didn't make 50K from Wake Up Now. I made probably like 2,500 every month as a high schooler, and I would save it because I ain't have to pay rent. I ain't remember when we ain't had no bills. Oh my god! But I would save the bread, and what happened was I started to understand how to flip certain things, and I got into that. I remember being so broke. I used to go to TD Bank as a like 17-year-old or 18-year-old. I would go to the bank, and if y'all ever did this, let me know. I would go to the bank, and then I forget how we would get it, but like, you could overdraw and you can get $100 out, and that's what we used to do. We used to go to TD Bank. I think we would put bread in there like 200, take the 200 out, and then take out. Yeah, that's fraud. Yeah, I used to commit fraud. Shoes from Walmart was mine as a kid. Yeah, like the shoes from Walmart. That's crazy work. Like, I ain't had, I ain't get the shoes from Walmart. That's crazy. Damn, Eric. Shout out to you, Eric. Damn. But I used to be that broke, right? So I'm getting 2,500. At first, yeah, I was buying shoes, trying to look cool. But that wasn't getting me the quality females that I wanted in the first place. And I ended up saving my money. And then we ended up flipping like phones and stuff. But we did it the wrong way. We started flipping phones the wrong way. We started to like go to Apple, buy phones, use the phones, return the phones, do an insurance claim. So when we started doing that, and I learned how to do that from my friend, once we started doing that, we started making a little bit of money. I took that money and just kept putting it into Wake Up Now. I would go skip school, go to Miami. I would go and film a video. My mom would be like, yo, where you at? And I would just say, I'm at my friend's house. My mom, she always kicked me out. So it was really hard for her to like keep track of me because she always kicked me out. And if you kick me out, I'm not coming home. I'm coming home when I want. And my mom was, I was very very, and it's no sad story because everybody has one. I was very abused as a child, mentally and physically, but more mentally, I think, because everybody got beatings with extension cords in the shower, right? Like everybody got like little crazy things that had happened to them, like everybody. So I don't really, and I was strong enough to handle it. But one thing I will say is mentally, like getting kicked out over and over just because you don't come home with your key or something like that, like dumb shit, like that sort of kind of is irritating, and I think mentally that messed me up as a grown man. But long story short, I started making money. I came out of high school with money and fucked it all up failing. That's really what it is. Like the main point of the story is I grinded my ass off in high school instead of listening and learning Spanish. I was skipping and going to the library, creating my business plan for how I was going to have the first car running on water and my first modeling agency. Long story short, I ended up making money and losing it all. And losing it all. And I've done that probably 8 times or 18 times in my life. Is I've started something, I've great at it, right? And then lost everything. Lost it all. You feel me? Like, and I think losing all of your money is something that is one of the best things that can happen to you as a person. Maybe not all of your money. Let's not cap. Let's not exaggerate. We live and we learn. Yes, sir. I don't want to. I don't want to exaggerate. Not losing all your money, okay? Because you still got to eat. But like losing most of your money. Do you know how it feels to look at your? Now I know we all had this. When we look, we don't look. We wake up and we scared to look at our bank account because we like, damn, what the fuck did I just do yesterday? What did I just spend? Right? And I used to have those like I still have those days where I'm like, yo, I'm not even finna look because I already know like I didn't draw and like I ain't even gonna be happy with myself. Like I ain't about to be happy with myself. I look at my account and I know what I done did now. But it's crazy how money can ruin our emotions. It's crazy how money can dictate how we feel too. You know what I mean? So like going into this week, I want you to pay attention to you what your relationship is with money, right? Because I've lost time with family, I've lost relationships, I've lost friendships, I've lost partnerships and businesses all over money. I think this is the only time, like this year, the end of this year, is the only time I'm starting to realize how much money has controlled me mentally, how much money has fucked me up. Like, money isn't the root of evil. I don't believe that, but I do think that people are the root of it. Like, I don't think you need to be scared of the person that has money because they have money. I think you need to be scared of the person that has the money how they are. Because I fell into a position to where when I first came out of high school, cocky as a motherfucker. Like, yeah, you feel me? I came from nothing. I came from nothing. And like I really didn't come from nothing. You feel me? Like that was my mentality. Like, yeah, I came from nothing, da da da. I was a hothead because I was kicked out as a kid and treated like shit. But like, let's keep it real. I honestly had a good start, obviously. And I treated people like shit. I did. I treated people like shit. Okay. And it was because I was always told I wasn't going to be nothing. People used to laugh at me when I would skip Spanish because I don't want to learn Spanish at the time. And I was like, yo, I'm going to go to the library and do some research and create a business plan. And then I would hand my teachers, I swear to God, I would hand my teachers business plans, right? Hand it to them. And then to see them look at the business plan, put it on their desk, and then I look up and that shit is in the trash. That was like some of the worst, like, because I really wanted somebody to believe in me because I felt powerful if you believed in me. Now, as an adult, fast forward, I feel powerful if I continue to make money. I feel powerful if I have the best success in my group. I feel powerful when I know for a fact that I can buy whatever I want. But that's not power. That's literally allowing something that you can't control dictate your movements, dictate your behavior, dictate how you feel. So if you go into a business, or if you have a business, or you're trying to create an income stream or whatever, I know I preach a lot about, hey, do this to make money and do that, right? It's not about the money. I'm not an entrepreneur because I want to make money. I'm an entrepreneur because I want freedom. And freedom is one of the most important things I think we all should inspire for. Like, get freedom. Freedom is something that you should always want to obtain. You feel me? And I think freedom is something I've lost because of money, because of success. And I'm like, yo, I don't gotta clock in, I'm straight. But what ends up happening is you start to realize, like, the more you make and the more success you get, the more shit you buy, the more people you fuck over, or the more you are self-centered. Like, I've lost some really, really good people. Really, really good people because of me just being so locked in and focused on making the next dollar. And if I could go back in certain situations, I would. But it's like that's I think that's the most frustrating part, where you gotta have that keeping moving forward mentality. Because then when you see the things that you've lost, or the connections you broke, and you can't rebuild them, I think that's when you start to realize, oh, and reflect, oh, I should have changed this, or I'm not who I need to be to elevate to where I want to go. And yeah, especially when you have people looking for motivation, and you got calls, you got like you got to walk out in front of people in a store, and you got to be a leader. And it's like, leaders, I think being a leader and being somebody strong has nothing to do with money or success. It has to do with, how do you let the things that consume you control you. And if you don't have a keeping forward mentality, especially when you're an entrepreneur, that's when you implode, and you start to, like, have to go back. You start having to go back to working, and frustrations, and feeling like, I'm never gonna, shout out to Shell Bell, shout out to you, and feeling like you're going to have to go back. Just go back. And that you're gonna have to go back to work, or go back to feeling like you're in survival mode. Like, every day I wake up in survival mode. That's one thing I will say. Um, but I've been doing really good at it, because with business, right? People look at you, and people they look at you, and they expect a certain behavior from you. Same thing with just YouTube and teaching people, right? Like, I got one-on-one calls probably half of the day when I wake up, and most of them are in the morning, and that becomes very frustrating, because you gotta project onto people something that you may not have. Keep moving forward. Just like when you go to work and you don't feel like being there, and you gotta smile in front of your boss. That's a keep forward mentality. But the difference is, you're smiling in front of a boss that probably doesn't value you as much as they should, and you're so busy working on that thing that you forget to work on yourself, right? And then when they want to leave you, or they want you to go, then you just shit out of luck. You shit out of luck. And that has happened to a few people I've talked to recently. Is they put they all into a company, and the company moves on from them, and it just it sucks because then you just like, oh, I gotta go get another job. Let me hit Indeed. Let me hit what is another place? One of them sites where you look for jobs. Shit, I don't even know. But them sites you look for jobs and all that, they go and hit that over and over again. But it's like, when do you stop rotating? When do you stop leaving this job, having this job, leaving this job? Like, facts, I want to run a business soon, but all my money goes to bills. Exactly. That's a good ass point. And you want to know something? I hear that a lot, right? Like, all my money goes to bills, and then I thought to myself, I'm like, yo, why is that? Because I'm a really, really progressive thinker. Like, I like to think about my mistakes. I also like to think about like how I can personally improve. But how can other people improve too? And I try to think outside my body. No weird stuff, but like, I just try to think out of my perspective. And you want to know why I think that a lot of us, we put a lot of our money towards bills? I think, or we have to, is because a job will just give you enough. They'll just give you enough. And me, having employed people, I like the 1099 people. 1099 is basically me hiring you as a independent contractor. Because if I hire you as an independent contractor, then you don't have to take taxes out of your pay. Um, I can pay you for I can pay you different ways, right? I like to pay people via check because of like a lot of tax stuff. But like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't pay my people for them to, especially when I first started, I didn't pay them to leave. Like, I'll tell you that, and that's where T-Mobile is a great example, because I've worked with T-Mobile. I've also partnered with T-Mobile. I've also had a T-Mobile location, and I will tell you this: T-Mobile, they put a head, like, how you have head count. So you have a head count per store. So like, the head count may be 4 people, but out of that head count, what it is all right, we got these 4 people, but from these 4 people, um we know this person's worth $675 a day. This person's worth 500, because what T-Mobile does is they get paid every single month. So every time you sign somebody up as a rep, they know, okay, you signed that person up. That person's going to pay us probably for 12 months. So they put a number on you. But out of that number, they're only going to pay you about 10 to 5%. Like, that's how jobs are really meticulous about how they pay you, because they're only paying you so that you need them, right? And that's where I try to break people out of it. Like, I do understand we only have enough to pay bills, but I also know that that isn't true if we budget the right way, and if we understand what sacrifice is needed to pick up and really get that freedom. Because freedom, again, has nothing to do with the money. It has to do with the time. If you got a lot of time and still can survive, you're free. You rich. Rich isn't money. Because rich people, like rappers and stuff, they're not really rich. One, they take out loans. But two, regardless of that, they have a lot of time that is put out to do certain things. They don't get to do what the fuck they want. You feel me? That's not rich. Like, you got 5 Maseratis but can't drive one. Like, great. Even though a Mazda is not that. I should have used a different example. Like, you got 5 McLarens and can't drive one, right? Like, that's pointless. And then you're gonna have to return them because they're on a lease. So it's like, you're doing it to look cool. And like, that's where, again, your job ain't gonna let you be free. Your job ain't like, okay, let me pay you so you can go ahead and start a job or start a business. Like, your job not finna do that. What your job is gonna do is say, we need a service done from somebody that was too lazy to do what I started. That's really what it is. Oh, wow. That's really what it is. You feel me? So it's like, everybody, I need y'all to break out of that. Like, do not think that you're going to your job and you're going to, hey, I'm going to work, I'm just grinding hard. I hear people say, I'm grinding hard at work, I'm going to grind, and then I'm going to do this. No, that's not how it works. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. I have certain people that I pay, and I already know for a fact that they're never going to be able to not be without me. Okay, cool. Joseph, nice. I'll pay you $12 an hour, right? If I pay Joseph $12 an hour and he comes to my store every day and he works 8 hours, let's say I schedule him, forget that. He just works whatever I tell him. So let's say I schedule him from open to close because I only have one person headcount. Like I only can afford one person, right? Hey, Joseph, listen, I'm going to pay you $12. I'm going to show you how to manipulate you. I'm going to pay you $12 an hour. No, I need more. Well, listen, if I pay you more, then it's going to be taken out of the pocket of another person I could put in the store. So if I do pay you more, what I'll do is I'll just hire you and then I'll pay you 15. How about that? Like, but listen, Joseph, I'm telling you, I work 2 days out of this week, but I need you to take full shifts for the rest of the days. Now, I want you to look at it, Joseph. You're going to get overtime. You're going to get probably 11 hours a day. So you're going to get money, but I could use some of this money to pay somebody else. Oh, well, I'll take it. I really need to grind and I got to pay rent and I got to do this and that. Joseph, I completely understand. Right? Boom. Joseph starts working for me. I cut him his first check. He's happy. Especially at 1099, right? So he happy because there's no taxes taken out. But that's sort of kind of a manipulation because you might get a $3,000 check, but like that 3K is not, it's not going to be something you're always going to be able to have because you should be putting some money towards your taxes. Plus, I'm not offering you medical. So if I'm not offering you medical, you should be paying for that too. But you are so bad with money management and you see some bread that you like, all right, bet, I'm going to keep working harder. So now I'm like, all right, bet. Joseph, listen, great. Listen, I'm only going to work 1 day out of the week. Do you mind? Oh, no, I don't mind, because he's making money. It's manipulation. When you let money control you, you're easily controlled, right? So, all right, bet. I'm working 1 day a week. Now Joseph is running around doing da-da-da-da, and now he's working, right? So as Joseph is working, he's now going to feel like he's making money. But really, what is he doing? Making me money, right? But also making me rich. Remember, we're talking about rich in a sense of time because a lot of people think rich is money. Money is only dictated by the value that the person deems. So if the US dollar goes down and ain't shit, then you're not free, right? You're not rich, excuse me. But if you have free time, you're rich because you don't have to put time into something to be able to afford. Like we have to pay to live. So if you don't have to pay to live as much as the next person, you're good, right? But hold on. So now he's working, he's seeing some bread. Then I say, yo, Joseph, listen, I gotta have a talk with you. I'm trying to expand to another location. And I know that you have 1 day off a week, but do you mind if I raise your pay up 16, bro, 1650, and you take all the shifts until I can find somebody to supplement me or to replace me? No, I don't mind. Then at that point, Joseph is mind fucked. He's like, oh, I'm making money. Then I can pay my rent. Then I can buy some tree, or I can go to the liquor store, or I can go and take this girl out. Like, great. But one, you're making me probably 5 times what I'm paying you. 2, now I got all my free time. 3, I already built some trust with you. I know you ain't going to steal because you need me, and you're going to keep needing me because the money I'm giving you is making you lazy, and you're not going to be able to survive, or you're not going to be able to supplement this income, or you're not going to be able to replace this job because you don't even have time to look for one. This is what jobs think. Oh, but let's do a little side note. He could look for the job on Indeed or whatever other website or whatever while he's working. But it's only him. He's busy. So jobs do 2 things. They'll try to distract you with money or distract you with with traffic. So like what they'll do is they won't put a lot of people in one place, like enough people, right? So if you see like stores that are understaffed, it's like it's understaffed because if it was too staffed, they would not have any leverage. Now it is a risk to it because the person leaves and then you gotta replace them. But it's like, all right, bet I'm gonna have this store short staffed. Yeah, basically working as slaves. I'm gonna have this store short staffed because if it's short staffed, I'll have this person manipulated enough to feel like they got to work to make the money because they think I'm paying them good. Like if anybody's getting paid under $100 an hour, then I mean you're shortchanged. Why? Because it doesn't take an hour to make $100. It don't take 30 minutes. Like it don't take 15 minutes to make $100. It may take a minute or two. You know what I mean? Like prime example, book calls. Like I make like $75 every 30 minutes, right? That's a good amount, right? But some people they work a lot of hours to make $75 an hour. I mean $75 in a day, you know? And it's like I was always the person when I go to a basketball court or where I go somewhere, I'm like, yo, listen, you feel me? I'm the best motherfucker on this motherfucking court. You feel me? I'm about to dunk on somebody. You hear me? Like I'm always that person where I don't think anyone is better than me. If you can do it, right? Let's say you did it and you're doing it. Great. Awesome. But I'm not going to think to myself, oh, he's doing it. I can't. Oh my God. No, I'm gonna think to myself, he doing it. I can do it if I want to. Now I might not do it as good as this person to begin with, but I'm going to do it good. You feel me? So where I think a lot of us mess up is we think to ourselves, I can't do it. I can't do what this person is doing. Like T-Mobile, I can't own a T-Mobile store. I can't do that. Now we do think we could be the manager. We do think we could be the assistant manager. Oh my God, why did I get the promotion? They put the guy new over me? Oh my God. I'm a senior mobile rep. I'm just not an assistant manager yet. I've been working my ass off. But it's like, bro, fuck you waiting for somebody else to tell you your position for. What the fuck? I wish I would. What? I worked at a company called I'm not gonna say the name because I don't want to ruin that relationship. Even though it's not ruined, but they got me but I worked with a company and they had these reps, right? It was a company that partnered with T-Mobile. They provided business solutions, right? And what they did was I got on the call because and what I wanted to do is I wanted to provide them like accessories and like all of the stuff that I'd be putting on TikTok. I wanted to provide them that, right? So we on a call. First thing he says to me is I love black people. And I don't play the race card. I don't really use like I love my color. I love the color of my skin. I love who I am as a person. It wasn't always like that though. Like I've grown to love myself. Now I always love the color of my skin, but I'm saying me as a person. But I don't go into stuff and be like, yo, he's being racist or she's being racist or I didn't get this because of I'm black, right? So we go, he's like, yeah, I love black people. My best friend is black. He was like, do you like Trump? He's like, something about Brandon, because my name is Brandon, right? But he was like, something with Trump and Brandon. I can't remember. It's like a slogan, I guess, Trump had or somebody in the Trump organization had, right? But long story short, it's not that I don't like Trump. I'm not one of them. I don't. They're all cool. They're all liars and all got motives. But anyway, he started talking to me. He's like, yo, you're dangerous, Brandon. I don't know what you talking about. He's like, because you don't understand. Like, I have a lot of employees that complain about the amount that I pay them, but they don't understand how much it costs to run a business. He was like, I fly my reps to places so that they can do meetings and stuff, but they're always talking to me about commission, and they're always leaving, and they had a high turnover rate, right? Like they were losing employees a lot, and he was telling me like, you're dangerous because you would be one of the employees I would lose, and he's like, because you guys got to understand, Brandon. He's older than me. Like it costs a lot to run a business like this and da da da. And it made me realize like some people only want to keep you under them as much as they can because whatever you get, they want to reap a reward from. And going into this week, I want you to understand something. Not one thing is given to you. I don't want you to think that you're being treated fairly. You feel me? Like, I don't want you to think that when you wake up, you put your drawers and your socks and your undershirt on. I don't want you to think that that's regular or normal or like this is what you're supposed to be doing. But I want you to start to think every single day, because this is what I do. I think this every single day, and it helps me. Every single day I think, yo, not because I'm black, not because I'm a guy, or not because of the way I talk or the way I look, but I think because there's always going to be somebody trying to hide shit from me, that I have to work harder because there's somebody just like me, same position, same motivation, is working harder than me to get above and ahead of me because they want something more than me. Now, why do I think this, and what is the point? The point is sometimes we stop racing. Like sometimes we want money so much, but not freedom, that we stop understanding like, yo, all right, bet I work, I make a good living, or maybe I'm just working check to check. What's next? You gonna go on a trip? Yay! You know why your job gives you PTO? So you can think that you're doing something with life. What are you doing? If you got kids, what are you showing them? Consistency, yes. Wake up, go to work, make dinner. Well, come home from work, make dinner. Watch TV or do whatever you do for fun. Go to sleep. Wake up, go to work, come home from work, like, what are you doing? You're going to die. All of y'all. We're all gonna die. But like, what are we doing to put our family, to put our legacy? If you're a man watching this right now, I'm gonna tell you something. This is what I learned. I learned this probably last year. You're only as valuable to this world. Because I can't speak for women, so I won't say everybody, right? But you're only as valuable as people see you. Now, because you're not as valuable as the money, because you got some girls, they'll fuck with you if you a bum. Don't get it. Like, you have some women that will on PayPal. Okay. You have some women, they'll mess with you if you're a bum. I know a few bums that got girls that mess with them and they're happy, right? Great, because they may see something else in you. But like, I have a lot of people I talk to, they're like, yo, I got this job and I started walking different. I got this job and I started talking different. Like, my baby mom respects me now, or my parents, they're proud of me. And they associate that with a job. They associate it with a job. I want to tell a short little snippet, but I'm going to disguise it because I don't want to embarrass anyone. But a guy got out of jail that I know. And he was so scared. He was like, I can't get a job. Can you hire me? Set him up with an interview. He never came. I was like, bro, I'm not doing business with you. I'm straight. I'm good, bro. I'm good. Like, because you about to piss me the fuck off. I'm good. Because you started to play with me and my business. I don't do that. I don't mix my friendships with my business. I don't play with my business because my business is my baby, because I work my ass off. I cried long nights by my damn self. I sat in rooms by myself, didn't have no support. You are not about to play with my business because I work my ass off for this motherfucker, okay? Boom. Fast forward, he finds a job. Calls me like, yo, bro, you feel me? Like, I got this job, bro. Da da da. I'm like, yo, that's what's up, bro. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. What are you doing? I gotta go state to state and do da da da. All right, cool. Do your thing, bro. Like, hit me up every day. Call me, bro. Lock in. I give you some motivation, bro. I'm always working. I'll push you. I got you. I got your back like a broad strap. Bet. Next week, bro, I gotta go back to the office, man. They tell me I need to do a training because I missed a few drops. I'm like, oh, you missed drops, bro? Like, yeah. I just been sleep. I slept in a few times, da da da. I'm like, all right. He like, but yeah. I'm like, well, how the job going? He like, bro, when I walked through the mall, bro, because you remember, I was so broke, bro. I was eating McDonald's pancakes and da da da, and I was struggling. I didn't have no gas money. I was so broke, bro. He's like, but now, bro, I walk with a different walk. I talk with a different talk. My baby mom not even on me all crazy no more. She want to get back with me. She was like, yeah, my family, they're proud of me. My mom, she stopped saying negative things that he's just started talking, right? I'm like, that's what's up, bro. Like, yeah. So he's like, I'm gonna come home after this training and I'm gonna lock in with you. I said, bet. Bet, lock in. All right, bro. I'm on my way to the training. After the training, when I'm on my way, I'm gonna put the LA Fitness in, and we're gonna go to LA Fitness. We're gonna work out. We're gonna do the doom. All right, bet. Hours go by. He called me like, yo, bro. I'm like, what's up, bro? You at the LA? Like, I'm about to pull up. Nah, they fired me. They fired you? Yeah, bro, they fired me. And now I gotta find a way home, da da da. So I'm like, they fired you because you missed the drops. He's like, yeah. And you don't know what I thought, y'all? I didn't feel bad for him. He deserved it. But it showed me how much someone can control you. You thought because you had something that something is the reason people looked at you as a man in a different light. And it's true. As a guy, I can say people look at you differently based upon your success, maybe the car you drive, the clothes you wear. You can get anybody if you have enough money to respect you for the moment or while they need you. So what I would say is, if you're a guy and you want money, power, and respect, understand this. You're never going to get it if you keep going round and round and round. You're never going to get it. You're never going to get that, because it's going to get to a point to where if you go home, take a shower, go to sleep, wake up, go to work, come home from work, make dinner, do whatever you do, go to sleep, repeat. You're literally not adding any value to yourself. At least get a property, get an ATM, get a vending machine, sell pillows or something. Do something. Keep moving forward, doing the same thing, thinking you're going to get a different result is a bum mentality. Because if I keep working the same job, the same hours, what the fuck am I doing? I got the same bills. If I keep working the same job, I do a little overtime. What the fuck am I doing? I'm making somebody else more money. I'm losing more time. But now I feel like I made a little bit of money, but I shouldn't have had to do overtime because it it doesn't make sense. Because if you got to do overtime, you're losing your own freedom. You can't work on your business. But you're doing overtime for money to work on your business, right? Like I got people that say that I'm doing overtime so I can work on my business. You're doing overtime to work on your business. You're getting the bread, but overtime means it's not your final time. That's like extra time. So you still going to have to do your regular time. And then when you do your regular time, you're going to be working. When do you work on your business? When do you work on yourself? When do you work on yourself? When do you increase your value? You know what I mean? More money you make, more they take out. That's a fact. The more money you make, the more they take out. And the more they take out, the more you work regardless, because guess what? You still got bills to pay. And it always helps to have something on the side, something on the side. Now, I think the question is, Eric, because that was a good ass point. I'm gonna use that in the video, Eric. That's my guy. I'm gonna use that because that's some good shit. I think when people want to be tired and have some freedom or comfortable and just know what to expect. See, knowing what to expect is not freedom. Now, I think everybody should have a routine, but what I'm saying is, like, if I know I got to work from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, that's not freedom. Because if I don't go there at that certain time, then I'm reprimanded. Like, I'm in trouble. I'd be god dang if a motherfucker tell me, hey, Brandon, if you don't get your butt here in 5 minutes, you're fired. Excuse me? Excuse me? I am a grown ass man. You do not even own this company. And you trying to tell me, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So, y'all, I love you guys, man. Thank you to all of the great people that I've met. Eric, shout out to you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate all of the hearts. I think this is the highest likes I've ever had so far. I think I was at 1.6 the other day. Now I'm at 1.8. That's what's up. But yeah, thank you guys so much, man. Thank you, man. I hope to tap in. I'm live every morning, so hopefully we could tap in and we could support each other, bro. Like for sure. I appreciate you. So I'll see you guys later, man. Keep moving forward. I hope you guys have a great week, man. We gonna keep working and keep moving forward. All right, y'all. All right. Peace, y'all. Thanks for the follow. All right, guys. As you guys see, like on TikTok, I do a lot of my I do a lot of back office stuff. Like you'll be able to see, like I'm on TikTok and I show a lot more. So definitely make sure, because I don't want to overdo it on YouTube. But yeah, make sure you guys tap into my TikTok, man. It's Hustlertaughtme on TikTok. Shout out to everybody that has watched this live. If you did not watch this live and you're watching this later, I'm live every single morning, 9:30. Okay, 9:30 until like 10:30. That's my little time, and then I go live to do some educational stuff in the afternoon. All right, that's gonna be the new schedule. So like 9:30. Matter of fact, that is the schedule. 9:30, I go live. 10:30, I get off, and then I will go live, of course, to do more content. Um, so yeah, yep. I appreciate everybody for watching, man. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.